All right, everybody. So the project begins. The dreaded you have to split your tractor project. It's looking like it's a fairly decent sized job for being a ROPS open station tractor. I found the PDF online for the shop manual, the actual shop manual, and it's actually, I found it for free. And when I downloaded it, my computer did not end up with any diseases. So if any of you guys are interested, I can PM me and I will send you a link to that. So I'm not gonna do a step-by-step actual breakdown of everything that I do here. I am gonna chronicle some of the more challenging things, or the more important aspects of this job. So a lot of it is it's disconnecting, dismounting. So I'm going to start by, well, you can see obviously I have the loader off. I'm going to try my very best to do this with part of this loader attached, or loader mount attached. So I'm going to pull the subframe off, but hopefully I don't have to go any farther than that as far as loader stuff goes. It's not a huge deal if I have to, but any amount of labor I can save myself here, I'm going to try and do that. So I've got the transmission draining, and it holds right about 12 gallons, and it had right about exactly 12 gallons in it. And the filter, I could tell, I don't think they changed it the last time. There are some foul things that came out of it when I first pulled it out. So not too happy about that, but oh, those chickens are freaking out. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're doing their egg song. So yeah, I'm gonna start by pulling the hood and the sides and pulling my levers off, the seat out. Because of the way that this is assembled, looks like I can't just pull this pan up. It's kind of one piece, and so I'm going to have to basically remove everything that you see here, including, well, according to the manual, dash, everything's got to get pulled off. So that's not all that great. Hopefully I can get away with disassembling most of it, but raising this up to the point where I can get to the bell housing bolts and be able to separate it without having to totally remove steering pump and all that stuff. So yeah, well, we're gonna get to it here, and I'm just gonna probably put you guys on high speed, and if I run into something that I think is kind of cool or would be valuable information for you guys to have, I will slow it down and explain what's happening. So yeah, enjoy the music and watching me run around like a monkey trying to figure things out. Okay guys, well it looks to me like two different people at my local dealer assembled this this loader. So they probably had one apprentice and one experienced mechanic. So this side, the two rear bolts were tight, not nearly as tight as those two in the rear. The ones up here, all three of them were loose. On the other side, they were tight. So the other thing I'm noticing on this side, look at that, the bolt's broken off. There's probably a reason for that. And so I noticed that a while ago, and I figured, well, you know, I'm gonna tackle that one day. Right now is not that day, so I will I'll do that while I'm doing this whole process. And then if you look up top, there's another one. And so that was covered by the shroud that goes down the side, so I never actually noticed that one before. But yeah, this side very clearly assembled by either somebody who doesn't really care or didn't really know any better. But this is a big thing to have fail on you. If this fails on you, there you can be in some big trouble when you have a heavy load. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. The other side's perfect, everything's well done, and this side was a joke. So definitely two different mechanics. But so having a little bit of trouble getting this knob off. And that's, other than that, I guess everything else is coming off pretty good. Quite a bit to disassemble here. And anyway, so I'm gonna get back to it. Alright guys, as you can see, I will not be taking the Harley anywhere for a while. Yeah, it's starting to come along pretty good. Everything on this has been really straightforward. So the hood comes off super easy. You have a couple of through bolts that go up into the top of the hood. A couple of cotter pins. One of them was missing, so for me just one. I'll replace that other one. As far as the fenders and the seat go, I lost a bunch of footage. I thought that I pressed record when you guys were up on the stand, and it turns out I must not have hit record. But the seat's pretty straightforward, just a little bit awkward getting out. I pushed it out the back. Just what is that? Six bolts there, and obviously disconnect your safety switch, which I bypassed. Shame on me, but oh well. And the fenders, you just have a 13 some odd bolts, and they just come right off, assuming that you've disconnected all of your wiring. The range selector mounts up here, and when I disconnected these 3 bolts, actually I have the other 2 up here, I heard something fall down, and I didn't know what it was because my head was on the other side of the fender, and it was the range selector. So you just disconnect it with that little fitting there. It comes right out. It's going to be a pill to get back in. It's seriously going to be not fun getting back in, but it's possible. Somebody else did it, so I can too. A couple of things. I'm noticing that in a way I'm kind of glad I have to disassemble this tractor, because things like this desperately need to get cleaned out. Eventually it could start a fire or rust out this whole corner of this whatever you want to call it. So that's bad. The other thing I can't believe I didn't notice before, but I've got grass growing inside my battery box. So I'm going to pull all this stuff out, and my ground lands right down there. So I'm going to clean this all up and make things right. And all these loose bolts that I didn't notice before, it's just going to feel really good to have all this stuff buttoned up. And I know next hay season, when I need to depend on this tractor to get things done with me, it will. So that's about it for today, guys. I haven't had lunch yet. I need to get a bite to eat, and it's pushing well into the afternoon here. So that's it. So stay tuned for the next one, and next one might be a little more exciting. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I'll take you guys along with me. So thanks a lot for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you'd like, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.